All right, today we're cooking a Tex Mex Breakfast Burrito for dinner. We'll look at the ingredients in a second. I almost finished cooking the bacon. Sorry about that. I meant to show you that. But let me show you the ingredients and then, whoops, I need to get something else out. Show you the ingredients and then we'll just cook it. This should go by pretty quickly. I just pulled out some salsa. I'm gonna need that for the egg section. So here are the ingredients. So here we got a tortilla I just took out of the freezer. Grated cheese, grated way too much, so let me just eat some of that. One egg, believe it or not. I'm gonna cook it with the salsa and the potatoes. This is a form of the potatoes. I'm gonna mash those up. And here I'm finishing up the bacon. Okay, when that's done, we'll come back. Okay, that's the bacon finishing. Oh, that's the bacon finished. Damn. Okay, let's turn that off for now. And the bacon's sticking like fierce, but it's all right because it needs to be kind of taken apart to put in the burrito anyway. Now, this needs to be clean because it's the only decent pan. Okay, now what we're going to do with the potatoes, we're going to cut them up. These are just tater tots, so we don't have to fry them specifically. We'll just cook them together with the eggs. That looks like plenty. I don't think I need that extra one. In fact, that looks like more than enough. Yeah, they're basically cooked. So this one can go back in the bag and back in the freezer. And let's see, now what? You know what I want to do is I want to heat up this tortilla. Now, I can't make my oven work. The best way to heat up a tortilla so it's nice and soft and pliable, you want pliable, is to put it in the oven. Wrap it in tin foil, aluminum foil, tin foil. It's not tin foil, it's aluminum foil. And then stick it in the oven. But the oven, my oven, for some reason, isn't working. It worked fine for the brownies, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. Couldn't get it to go on. So, let's see. Can we see that? Kind of. All right. I'm hoping that this will work. I'm just kind of half-assed wrapping the tortilla in the tin foil, and I just want it to get hot and somewhat pliable. Now, while I'm doing that, got the egg, and I know it's just one egg. That's going to be plenty for me. For one thing, there's other ingredients, and for another, I just don't eat that much. You can make 2 eggs. You can get bigger tortillas if you want. I always like to mix the egg with the milk. Okay. I hope that tortilla is good enough. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and fry these potatoes up a little bit, just to give them a little bit of crunch. So I just put oil in the pan. I'm going to put the potatoes in the pan with a little bit of oil. Yeah. Okay. Man, oh man. That yowl was because the grease in the pan just lit on fire. And before I got a chance to turn off the stove, it went out. So this is what the eggs are doing. No, not the eggs, the potatoes. So now, gonna mix this up. Add some bacon to that. Always make a little bit extra bacon because I just like to eat it while I'm cooking. And I'm going to add some oil to this. I smell onions. Is there onions in these potatoes? I don't think there are, but maybe. I'll turn this fire down a bit. Add a little more bacon. Okay. Put this all together. I'll put. Right. There we go. Probably have a spatula for that. Add a little bit of salsa. That's the salsa. Okay. Now the cheese. Now notice I didn't salt anything. Bacon's salty enough. Didn't put any pepper. There's plenty of spices in the salsa, so it should be fine. Although free to add that if you want for your own, obviously. Okay. I think we're getting pretty close to finished with this. Now that's all those ingredients with just one egg. You can get bigger tortillas if you want. If you're a hungrier person, I still have that left over. I'll just eat that. And this is good to go. Looks like this is a short one, y'all. Okay. I'll leave that there. I'll leave this on top. I know usually clean as I go, but this is a pretty quick process, to be honest. Now, I'm going to eat this with this hot sauce and just kind of add it as the bites go in. It's pretty bloody spicy, but first, let's just have a taste. All right, so let's taste it. Yeah. It's still pretty hot. And then what I do with this is I just add it to each bite, a couple of drops. Pretty easy to do. Pretty fast. I think the longest process is just cooking the bacon. But it's a Tex Mex Breakfast Burrito. I eat them for dinner. I don't have time to cook that much for breakfast. I can't stomach it either. Breakfast for me is a piece of bread, maybe a tub of yogurt, a little tiny tub of yogurt, some milk, and some coffee, and then I'm at work. So anyway, there's the Tex Mex Breakfast Burrito. Pretty simple, pretty fast. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.